The motion to adjourn is not adopted. For what purpose does the gentleman from Rhode Island seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I move the previous question.
Point of order.
Question is
Point of
on,
order.
The question is on ordering. The question.
Point of order.
The question is on the previous
Point of
question. The
order.
motion is not debatable.
Point of order.
Point of order is not recognized. The motion, the previous
Point of
question.
order.
Point of order. The previous question on what? The bill has been tabled.
It's been tabled. That is correct, Mr. Chairman. Point of order. The underlying Nadler motion has been just tabled.
It has been. It has been. What?
Under House practice, I'm happy to make my point of order formal. Read the rule.
You tabled the entire thing.
You tabled the Lesko amendment.
The motion to adjourn is what we just voted on.
No.
Yes, it does.
We voted to table. And the rules of the House say when a proposed amendment to a pending measure is tabled, the pending measure also goes to the table.
Sorry, when a motion to table what? When an amendment?
When a proposed amendment to a pending measure is tabled, the pending measure also goes to the table. That's in Section 7 of Chapter 29 of House practice.
Very well. The motion is tabled. I offer the motion again. I offer the same motion.
Point of order.
Move the previous
last word.
question.
Point of order.
I move the previous question, Mr. Chairman.
I'm going to strike last word.
Point of
I offer
order.
the same motion.
And I move the
Motion is
previous
before
question.
the House. The previous question
Motion
is
to
called.
adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Point of order, Mr.
Previous
Chairman.
question is called. The motion is not debatable.
Motion to adjourn.
All those in favor
to adjourn.
of the previous question say aye.
we go again.
Aye.
Point of
Opposed say no.
No.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Roll call.
Roll call on the previous question. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Nadler?
The motion wasn't read, Mr. Chairman. You never asked unanimous consent for the motion when you reintroduced it to be read. So a
All
point of
those
order.
opposed, I'm sorry.
Do a motion.
You can't.
Point of order, we're in the middle of a vote.
We're in the
An
middle of a
improper
have a
vote.
vote on
A
a
vote that
motion
was
that
called in the
doesn't
absence of reading the
The
motion.
question on a motion that is not before the committee is
It
what
doesn't
is
exist.
Before the
Move to
committee is
adjourn.
the previous question. The clerk
There
will
is
call
no
the roll.
previous
There
question.
is no
Can't have a
previous question because
previous
there's no
question
motion.
on a
Parliamentary
motion not
inquiry, Mr.
before
Order.
the committee.
The motion, excuse me, the motion was
The motion was not read.
Move to adjourn.
the motion was
Parliamentary
reintroduced. No one timely objected to the failure to read it.
Oh,
But-
we were all objecting.
Oh, we were all
objected.
seeking attention.
But,
Move to adjourn.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. May I? Parliamentary
gentlemen, suspend
inquiry.
until recognized.
Parliamentary
We cannot have
inquiry.
people shouting over each other. The gentleman from Wisconsin will suspend.
Parliamentary
Pursuant to
inquiry.
notice and House Rule 11, Clause 2J2C, I now move that the committee adopt a motion to permit committee staff as designated by the chair and ranking member to question the witness for an additional hour, equally divided between the majority and minority at any full committee hearing entitled Oversight of the U.S. Department of Justice, report by Special Counsel Robert Mueller III on the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Related matter, the clerk will report the motion.
Motion offered by Chairman Gerald Nadler.
Point of order.
Motion pursuant to House Rule 11, Clause 2J2C, to permit committee staff as designated by the chair and ranking member to question the witness for an additional hour, equally divided between the majority and minority, at any full committee hearing entitled Oversight of the U.S. Department of Justice, report by Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III on the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election and related matters.
Mr. Mayor.
Gentlemen,
Move the previous question.
The gentleman from Rhode Island is recognized.
There was no notice
Mr.
for this
Chairman.
motion.
The gentleman
There's no
from Rhode
notice for
Island
this
is
motion.
recognized.
I move the previous question.
Mr. Chairman. I will take notice of the fact that the ranking member shouted into my ear that no notice was given. No notice, I'm told, is required. The gentleman from Rhode Island is recognized.
I move the previous question.
Previous question is.
I thought we were
moved.
gonna
The previous
debate
question is
the
not
underlying-
Ag rule.
Motion is not debatable. All those in
rule.
favor of the previous question will say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, no. No. In the opinion of the chair, we're in the middle of a roll call vote. In the opinion of the chair, opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the previous question is offered.
Roll call.
Roll call is requested. The clerk will call the roll on the motion on the previous question.
Mr. Nadler?
Aye.
Mr. Nadler votes aye. Ms. Lofgren? Ms. Lofgren votes aye. Ms. Jackson Lee? Ms. Jackson Lee votes aye. Mr. Cohen? Mr. Cohen votes aye. Mr. Johnson of Georgia?